Sean Astin, the star of Rudy, Goonies, and The Lord of the Rings, was elected Friday to be president of SAG AFTRA, succeeding Fran Drescher. Astin was part of a slate dubbed the Coalition, a unity ticket that included members of the historical rival factions within the union, as well as some who were unaffiliated with either side. He defeated Chuck Slavin, a member of the union's New England local board who had run a dissident campaign. Astin took 79% of the vote, to 21% for Slavin. Michelle Hurd, also part of the coalition slate, was elected secretary-treasurer. Jolie Fisher, who served as secretary-treasurer for the last 4 years, was elected president of the Los Angeles local. Drescher stepped aside after 4 years as president, during which she led the 2023 negotiations and was a prominent voice on the picket lines outside the major studios. During her tenure, she helped resolve some of the internal feuding between Unite for Strength and Membership First, the rival slates that have dominated union politics for decades. She came in and was not going to tolerate rehashing old debates, Astin said, noting she had done a good job forging consensus. "My job is to extend that." On Friday, the union leadership paid tribute to Drescher's service and announced that it is close to finalizing an element of her legacy. During negotiations, Drescher pushed for a fund to distribute residuals to performers on streaming shows. The Success Bonus Distribution Fund is intended to spread the wealth more broadly than standard streaming residuals. In a memo to members, the union said that stand-ins, stunt riggers, and background actors will be eligible, provided they have a significant connection to the most successful shows on streaming platforms. The union said that it also expanded the scope of productions that will qualify. Further details are said to be issued in the coming weeks. It is unclear how much money will be distributed. This is the last puzzle piece from the 2023 TV/theatrical streaming contract, Drescher said in a statement. "I appreciate the streaming channels and YMPTP who leaned towards us and made a fair deal. This historic triumph marks the end of my tenure." The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers issued a statement congratulating Astin on his victory. "We look forward to working with President Astin to address the issues most important to SAG AFTRA performers while promoting stability and opportunity across our industry," an YMPTP spokesperson said. The union is set to go back to the negotiating table with the YMPTP in 2026. "I personally would approach any negotiation with an open mind and an open heart," Astin said, "but also with absolute resolve that our dignity and our legitimate needs be understood. Now is a time for optimism and creativity," Astin said in a statement. "I am thrilled that the members have allowed me to lead our storied organization out of this challenging moment and into a future defined by confidence, progress, and fierce advocacy." In an email, Slavin said the outcome was disappointing, but that he was facing a political machine that represents the powerful Hollywood elite who wield influence to maintain their grip on power. Astin takes a job once held by his late mother, Patty Duke, who was president of the Screen Actors Guild, the predecessor union, from 1985 to 88. Astin has been heavily involved in SAG AFTRA politics for the last 6 years and served on the negotiating committee during the 4-month actors' strike in 2023. In a recent interview, Astin said he got especially engaged during the pandemic when he logged countless hours attending Zoom committee meetings. "I'm really focused on details and the mechanics of the process," he said. "I think it'll be a good moment for someone like me to be in this role."